My first ever kiss. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, you guys. Today's video is going to be another Q&A because we know that you guys love Q&A, so we're trying to do them as often as possible. Try to give you guys one at least every week, so let's see how long that's gonna last. But I realize that you guys loving them so far, so excuse me. You can say hi, babe.
Hi, guys.
You were wondering how I didn't pause for you to say hi?
Not really, because you're the one who used to talk a lot and I'm the one quiet who used to listen to you. So, yeah, no, I don't worry when you don't let me say hi. So, hi, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're going to enjoy this video.
Alright, you guys. So, let's get straight into it. I'm going to tell you guys what video we're doing today. I guess you guys will already know by the title anyway. So the video we're doing today is called My First Time. So we have a bunch of questions and we're both going to answer the question based off each other's experience.
Okay, so the aim is to, well, I figured out when you asked the question.
It's also a fun way of you guys really to get to know us more each week through these Q&As. Go ahead and subscribe right now if it's your first time watching, and if it's not your first time watching, just double check to make sure that your notification bell is on, which is the little bell just beside the subscription button. Once it have these two little sticks over the bell, then your notification is good to go and you won't miss a video Mondays to Fridays and sometimes on Sundays. Catch up and keep up with the fam bam. All right, question number one is, and if you guys see me looking down, I'm just looking at my laptop to get the questions because the laptop is right in front of me. Anyway, you guys, let's get straight into it. Question number one. First, what is the first app you check on your phone when you wake up in the morning?
Sports. I think it's called sport. No, it's sports or score. Is well, this is a sports thing. Is because I love basketball. And yeah, men's basketball. So because of the times changing when I wake up in the morning, it's time that all the games finish. So I'm just looking at the score. That's the first thing that I do when I open my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first thing I check in the morning when I wake up, it's between either Instagram, YouTube, or yeah, it's between YouTube and Instagram, one of the two. So that's the first app I check when I wake up in the morning. Instagram or YouTube is a must. All right, question.
Not for me.
Babe, don't even have an Instagram account. Anyway, you guys, question number two. First broken bone. Have you ever broken a bone before? For me, no, never have any.
I don't remember myself. I remember myself when I injured here.
Was it not broken?
Completely broken, but is we call it is
Fractured?
Right. I was doing track and field and I used to do 400 meters, and for the team I had them. They were a missing person for the hurdlers, so I did the 400 meters hurdlers, but I was.
Oh, and you fell over the hurdle.
I think it was almost at the end, the eighth one, and it happened so fast. I just fall on the floor. I wanted to push it, and I fall on the floor and fracture here.
Stick to the evil that you know. All right, next question.
When you want to help people.
That's true. First foreign country you ever visited?
Italy. Italy, why? Because it's just close to the border, and I have an uncle who live there, so it just maybe for weekend or just take the car and
Okay. The first foreign country I ever visited was USA. Philadelphia to be exact. Why? Because I did track in high school and I got to go to Penn Relays. Hey, that was fun. Alright. What is the first plane ride you've ever went on? Well, I guess that came from my previous question. First plane ride would have been going to Philly.
yeah, different for me because when Italy in car. The first plane, I think that was to go in Morocco. Yeah, that was to go in Morocco.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely, that was to go in
You went to
Morocco.
Yassin?
Yeah, I went with him.
Okay.
Went to in a plane, and I think it was Marseille to Casablanca. Yeah.
Okay, next question is, this one is funny. First time I ever got into trouble at school. I'm laughing because I have a juicy story and I'm just going to jump right into it while they think about his first trouble. So my first and only trouble I ever got in was when I was in high school. This girl had a boyfriend and she introduced me to the guy one evening. She saw me on the street like, hi, this is Melissa. Melissa, this is XYZ. I'm gonna call him XYZ. This is XYZ. And I just say hi to the guy. And a few evenings I would see him parading into the park that we take the bus every evening. And it so happened that the guy ended up liking me. But it's not like we had any relationship or anything. So there was a big controversy about it. And the boy showed up at my school one morning, entering to the school, coming to my class to look for me, to break up with the other girl, to tell the girl that he no longer wants to see her, he wants to see me. Now this is when I was in.
So like this
Wait,
trouble is
wait.
not trouble.
I'm gonna tell you the trouble's gonna come. So he caused a commotion in school because it was an exam time and everybody ran out of their class and wanted to see the drama, and I ended up getting called to the principal office, and the principal ended up calling my mom. My mom had to leave her job and come to my school, and it causes embarrassment to me and my family, and a bunch of drama happened that day. So I was so embarrassing. My mother came to school and she was crying and I was crying, and listen, it was devastating. And when I went home, my mom gave me a good ass whooping the Jamaican way. That was my first and only trouble. But I've told you this story before.
I think so.
I have told you this story. It was hilariously stupid. Anyways, that was my first and only trouble I've ever got in at school. What's yours?
Well, I never really been in big trouble or just
Big or little trouble, what's it?
Yeah, little trouble. Like I used to be a troublemaker. Used to be a troublemaker, like especially in middle school, like end of middle school. Like yeah, sitting at the back of the class and trouble others. Trouble also the teacher. So yeah, the trouble is when I have to go to the principal or thing like this. Yeah, that was it. I used to be a troublemaker at school.
You guys said no.
I used to be like, I won't say the nerd troublemaker, but I used to be a troublemaker with the best grade of the class. I used to have the best grade of the class and to be the troublemaker at the same time. So every time the teacher believe I'm cheating or thing like this. But no, I don't cheat.
So now you guys see, when I tell you that my husband is no saint, you'll see this little face that you guys see on camera every day that don't talk much, but behind camera he's a beast. Trust me, you guys. So he's a little troublemaker. The next question is, my first boyfriend or your first girlfriend?
I pass.
Alright, let me go. My first boyfriend boyfriend, I was 16 years old. My first love. And they know all about it. My first boyfriend. I'm just gonna leave it at that. We were the same age. Yeah, I was 16. First boyfriend, first girlfriend, honey. Come, start the things then.
No, just you mean serious things because
It's the first girlfriend. So
well,
first girlfriend.
First girlfriend when you're in
You're not gonna say elementary school.
yeah, when you're in
Come
like
on.
6th or 7th grade.
No, that don't
No,
count.
that's what I say. Not this little things. Like serious thing. I never really been in long serious things until I get like 18 years old.
So your first girlfriend was at 18? Is that what you're saying?
No,
Honey, answer the question. What is your first girlfriend?
I don't know what to answer you.
Whether short term or long term or just a fling. First girlfriend, honey.
Why do you always have little things? Like I said, seventh grade, and every little grade you have like.
So then your first girlfriend was
little-
7th grade?
Yeah, little flirt.
Yeah. At 7th grade I was stupid. I didn't know anything about boys. Alright. Next question is my first car. Don't own one, never own one. Gonna drive a cow in Jamaica. Shh.
My first car is
The one you own now?
yeah, the one I own now is the first car I own.
Well, I guess I'm going to say that my first car is just that it's my car and I don't drive.
Yeah.
My first celebrity crush. I actually don't have a celebrity crush. Who is your first celebrity crush?
My first, maybe back to 5th or 6th grade. I think that was the Spice Girl at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, the Spice Girl. Let me
Which
think.
girl from the Spice Girl?
I think that was the blondie. Yeah, I think that was the blondie. Yeah, that was the blondie. Emma. I think that's her name, Emma.
I don't know. My first celebrity crush? I don't have a celebrity crush really. Okay, next question is my first cooking experience. I always tell Babe about my first cooking experience.
Yeah.
Yes, when I start the story then you'll remember. My first cooking experience, I was of course living in Jamaica in the country, and of course I'm always in the kitchen with my father and my grandmother and stuff like that, so I always see them cook. And one day I was really hungry and I wanted to surprise everybody and cook them lunch, and I always love drinking soup, so I decided that okay, I'm going to cook soup. So I didn't know how to cook it, but I know that the soup have a color. Stupid me didn't know how to get the soup to have the color that I always see my grandparents and my father cook it. So I started making the soup. I put all the food in it, but the soup was white. So I'm saying, how is my soup white? And my family, when they make soup, it have a color. So I said, all right, I get the brownie and I throw some of the brownie in. Brownie is something like soya sauce for you guys who watch it and don't know what brownie is. So I throw some of the brownie in it and the soup became black, and I said yes, the soup have a color now. So when my grandmother came in the kitchen and she saw the soup, I get a good ass whooping from her, and I had to sit in the kitchen and drink up the pot of soup all by myself because nobody else didn't want it. That was my first cooking embarrassing moment. What was your cooking?
Now my first cooking was for myself, because I was in like 8th grade. Yeah, I was in 8th grade, and the school, I changed school, and the new school didn't have attendance on the Wednesday, so I used to stay alone on the Wednesday. So I have to cook for myself. So the first thing I ever cooked was a steak and fries. Yeah, so fries, it was at the fire, but the old fire. So, and the steak, it was at the like a regular pot, but gas pot, and I remember when I put the steak, like a big flame would come on it. I got scared at first, and my dad had to explain me that it can happen sometimes, but I remember I put the
Oh my gosh.
So that was every Wednesday I used to have steak and
fries.
Until I learned new things, maybe a omelette or something like this.
Okay. All right. Next question is my first cell phone.
I remember mine.
Okay, what do you want?
I remember when it was a big one, maybe like I think it was maybe a Motorola. You know the big things with the
oh yes, it is.
Antenna, you can take out antenna. I was in.
How old were you?
I was in at this time 8th grade, 8th or 9th grade. I think more 9th grade than 8th grade.
Wow.
I think I was in 9th grade, and
wow.
I used to have this phone, but is more like you text, so you can. You don't call anybody except your parents. And yeah, it was so big, and I don't call because I used to be ashamed when when it's on the pocket and you're at the party. You have to leave it in the pocket, you just look at it. If your parents have called you, you just look and you put it back inside.
My first phone, funny enough, my neighbors and my friends came together and bought me my first phone for I think my 15th birthday.
What are you talking about me? I was like
in
9th grade,
Omar.
like 14 years old, 13, 14. You're not too far behind.
Me
15.
too. And my phone was called Samsung what? I don't remember Samsung what, but it was a phone. It was white and it had 2 orange line at the side, and it had blue light in the background. But it was it was little. Could just hold. When I hold it in my hand, you couldn't see that I have a phone. I'm sure a lot of Jamaicans know.
But when you look at the phone now, they look big too. At the time, it was that big. It was that big.
The phone back then was big, but half of the bigness
screen,
was the battery.
Yeah, the screen was little. It was the button.
Right. My first ever kiss. You remember your first kiss?
No.
You don't remember your first kiss?
No.
It was that bad?
I had some bad memories. But like first...
Don't
I
remember
don't
your
remember
first kiss?
No.
My first kiss, I was 16, of course, from my first boyfriend. I'll never forget it, in the back of a bus. Mom, if you're watching, skip this part. My first heartbreak. My first heartbreak was from my first love. Listen, that guy. He was my first a lot of things. My first heartbreak was at 18 years old. My first love, and I dated for 3 years. And he broke my heart. He did me wrong. And until this day, he'll never admit it. But I know he did. I couldn't handle it anymore. So I ended the relationship. And I said, bye, Felicia. And went my ways, and he went his. But we're cool now, though. We're cool now. We both have our own families, and I'm still cool with his family too. Your first heartbreak, my love. Is it still broken?
No, it's not.
You seem to can't remember any of your things. Why?
I don't think I ever had broken in terms of.
Oh, alright.
No, it's just.
Have your heart broken then?
No.
Ew. Okay, so I get a good solid heart. Is that what you're saying?
No. You get a heart with a big metallic things around it to protect it.
Okay.
Maybe because I never really give myself deeply to. See what I mean?
Okay,
when
you have a
give
point.
yourself, then you have the hurt. If you don't give your hurt, You can't have your hard work.
You have a point. You have a point. My first job. What's your first job?
Oh, my first job. I work at the fast food. That was 1 month. That was my longer before my job actually, except internship. My longer job.
What was your first job?
Fast food. Chef. I was a chef. I was making hamburger.
Okay.
I was making hamburger. I was a chef.
Where?
At the fast food.
Which one?
Oh, it's named Quick
Okay,
in French.
cool.
It's a French one. It's like it's been booked by Burger King, but it's a French fast food. They like McDonald's.
Okay.
I was a chef making hamburger.
Okay. My first job was
I've been a chef. You never knew I was a chef.
No, that was the first. That's why you laugh out loud.
I was a chef.
That was the first. I know that. So you see, guys, I'm learning too through these questions. So my first job was a teacher.
You did?
Yeah. I teach at a school in Portmore for the entire summer. I teach primary kids for the entire summer. Like kids who didn't pass. Oh, no, it's not grade. It's grade 3 and grade 4. It's kids who didn't pass the grade 3 tests and have to resit so they go to summer school.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was my first job.
That's cool.
Yeah. My first piercing. You don't have any piercing.
I don't have any, so it's gonna be a pass again. I passed a lot.
So my first piercing is my only piercing. These, and I want to get one more. I always want to have 2 on here and 2 on here, but my mom always said to me, "Girl, why do you think you should be piercing a lot of holes on your body?"
I had a time where I wanted to have a piercing in my ears, like my troublemaker times. You know when you want to
With
have
your dad ears pierced, that is
a
cute.
little diamond here. Yeah, I had this time, but
Babe, father
I don't have
ears
any.
pierced.
I don't have anything. No hole. I mean.
But maybe in the future I might get 2 more. 1 more here and 1 more here because I think it's cute.
You're good like this.
That's a shutdown like mommy. Alright. Next question. My first tattoo.
I don't have no tattoo too.
0.
Damn, I'm boring. No tattoo.
I guess
no
we are
piercing.
boring. Maybe one day you'll change your mind about it.
Not in my plan.
Next question is the first thing I do when I get home. I know the first thing you do when you get home. Come speak truth and share the devil.
When I get home from work, I guess, well, after a long day out of home, the first thing I go is I go to the bathroom. You hold yourself. I don't like to go in public bathroom, so the first thing I do when I come home from work,
go to the toilet.
I try to hold it and to spend a little time to the family, but whoop, go to the bathroom.
For me, the first thing I do when I come home, go to the kitchen, I guess.
No.
What?
Because you already cook.
So what do I do the first thing when I come home?
I don't
Put
know.
my ass down into the couch.
Yeah, that's what you do.
That's the first thing I do and babe come and take off my shoes.
Yeah.
And babe will take off my shoes and stay on my foot.
Yeah.
So true. Alright, what's the next question? Let's wrap it up. Okay, the first fist fight I ever got into. The first time you ever fight somebody.
Oh, like, okay. Okay. That was at school.
Tell me about it.
That was at school. I was, I thought 14 or 15 years old. Yeah, I was at school. The other person just pissed me. I'm not a violent guy, but I remember we had a conversation with some friend and they always say like, you need to hit the other person first. And when this person, we have an argument, I just say, okay, let's eat it first. So I tried to, I just hit him a little bit, but then he was mad, and at the end of the class he was waiting for me behind the school, and he come to me and he kicked me and he hit me back. So then we starting to fight. That was the first.
You were naughty.
That was the first. I was like I said, I was a good one.
But a bad one.
But a bad one. And I used to hang up with the person who had bad grades and bad one.
Oh, that was cool. Anyway, you guys, my first fist fight, I've never gotten into one because my sister always have my back. First fist fight, I've never gotten into one. I can't recall ever gotten into a fist fight because my sister was the warrior and she always have my back until this blessed day. Love you sis, I miss you so much. She always have my back, and every school that I go to, she's always there apart from university and when she left me a year in high school. But she always have my back, so I never needed to fight because everybody always afraid of her. So my sister is a warrior, and when you really don't want to play with me, because my sister will get you real good. So my sister always got my back, so I never needed to fight.
Okay.
Yes. So you guys. Yeah, right. I get to do a lot about my husband tonight, and that was funny. You guys, hopefully you guys really enjoyed this video, and if you do, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if it's your first time watching, subscribe before you leave and continue to help us growing. We love each and every single one of you. Thanks for watching. Comment down below and tell us what you guys would love to hear us talk about next, and give this video a thumbs up and like and share. But thumbs up is light mail. Give this video a thumbs up and share. Catch up and keep up. We love you guys, and
we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye guys.